Have you ever made a mistake so big you wish you could go back and change it? We've all been there, replaying one single moment over and over. Scientists call this counterfactual thinking, but it's basically what creates our biggest regrets. And get this, studies show the things that haunt us the most and the things we did, but the changes we didn't take. Insane, right? So, what if you could actually do it? I want you to imagine I handed you this, a crazy device with one button and one simple rule. You can change one thing from your past. Press this button could fix your biggest mistake ever. It will make you rich, famous, anything, but it could also completely destroy your life because every single choice has insane consequences. Today, we are going to see what happens when a guy named Alex gets his exact chance. This is gonna be crazy. Meet Alex. This guy's entire life was defined by one massive failure. 10 years ago, he was pitching a startup with his partner, Ben. Alex had a crazy game changing idea, but at the last second, he got scared and pitched a super boring, safe idea instead. And surprise, surprise, the company completely failed. 2 years later, that one moment of fear haunted Alex every single day. While he worked a boring desk job, he was convinced that one bad decision was holding back his entire life. And then this showed up on his doorstep, a mysterious box with a device inside that had just one button and a card that said, change one thing. That's it. At first, he thought it was a prank, but then he started thinking, what if this thing is real? The power of regret is insane. It's your brain screaming at you to rethink your choices. Alex's brain had been screaming for 10 years straight. For 3 days, this button just sat there, tempting him. All he could think about was going back to that boardroom and undoing his massive mistake. He was completely obsessed. Finally, on the third night, he grabbed it. His hand was literally shaking, but not from fear, from a decade of hope. He pictured himself back in that boardroom, giving the speech of his life, absolutely crushing it. And then he pressed the button. Boom! Everything went crazy for a second. And when Alex opened his eyes, he wasn't in his tiny apartment anymore. He was in a giant penthouse overlooking the entire city. Panic turned into confusion, then into pure shock. And on a massive TV, the news was calling him innovator of the decade. His face was literally on the screen. It actually worked. His co-founder Ben was right there celebrating their insane profits. The boring middle manager was gone, replaced by a titan of industry. He fixed his one regret and got everything he ever wanted. Or did he? The first problem was tiny. He tried to call his sister to tell her the insane news, but her number wasn't in his phone. He searched online and found out that his new life, he was so busy being a CEO that they had a huge fight years ago and don't talk anymore. Alex felt bad, but told himself it was a small price to pay for being this successful. But the problems kept getting bigger. He looked for his best friend, Mark. In his old life, Mark was the one who got him through the tough times after his company failed. Their friendship was built on that struggle. But in this new life timeline, there was no failure, no struggle. Alex had become so successful that he left Mark in the dust. That incredible friendship was just gone. It never even happened. Suddenly, Alex's perfect new life felt super empty. Success wasn't the only thing that mattered, and messing with one part of his past was wrecking the whole thing. But the absolute worst part came next. The biggest price he had to pay. He thought about his wife, Sarah. He met her at the boring job he only had because his first company failed. That failure made him a better person, the person she fell in love with. A full-blown panic set in. He started searching everywhere. His phone, his emails, everything. She was gone. In this new world, by erasing his failure, he erased the man she loved. He erased their entire life together. All the inside jokes, the support, the little moments that made him truly happy were completely erased from existence. That amazing penthouse now felt like a prison. He had everything he thought he wanted, but he was completely alone. He had traded real happiness for the idea of it, and it was the worst deal in history. He had fixed his biggest mistake, only to find out that mistake was the one thing that led him to everything that actually mattered. He saw the device on his nightstand and grabbed it. He started smashing the button again and again and again, but nothing happened. You only get one change. That was the rule. And now he was stuck. Okay, Alex's story is just an experiment, but I have a question for you. If I gave you this button with the same one-time use rule, what one thing will you change? And after watching this, be honest, will you still press it? Let me know in the comments right now. Regret is crazy, right? It feels terrible, but it's part of being human. And in almost every story like this, changing the past makes things way worse. It's a huge warning sign to appreciate what you have. Alex is now stuck in this new reality forever. He got what he wished for, and it's a nightmare. He literally erased himself by erasing his past. His story proves our lives aren't just one moment after another, it's all connected. The bad moments, the mistakes, the epic phase, you can't just cut them out. They are part of what makes you. All the wrong turns and crazy lessons are what build us into who we are. And maybe the person you are right now, with all your mistakes, is way better than the perfect person you think you shall have been.